Hi, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Community Kitchen, where we learn different recipes from different cultures and raise money for causes that are important to the cook's heart. Nikhil, you want to introduce yourself really quick?
Hi. I'm really excited and overwhelmed that I'm seeing so many people who are willing to learn Indian food with me. Welcome everybody. So good to see all of you. I spent all of my life in Mumbai. I moved to LA a couple of years ago to open up my own Indian restaurant.
The main purpose of today is not just for us to cook something delicious, but also to sort of send our love over to India by making some donations to organizations doing important work.
No matter which strata of society they come from, every single person is affected. And I think that's kind of reflected across the world. One small thing which has come together is like the world has become a community in all of this. And I'm excited to be cooking something really fun and close to my heart. We have all of these spices and they are all whole. Uniquely enough, each Indian dish has its own sort of spice mix which goes into it. The best way to know when this is ready would be when you start getting a beautiful perfume coming out of your stove pan. By now you should be getting an aroma from your spice mix. So I'm going to throw in the chilies now. While it's cooling down, let's start the water boiling for the rice. How do I calculate the timing for more than 1 cup of rice? You know what, Ryan? It's straight up 8 minutes. 8 minutes gives you the perfect consistency. I would add about a teaspoon of salt and a small squeeze of lemon, just a few drops. The reason for doing this is a scientific approach. The acid from the lemon disengages the starches. You do have a fuller, more enormous grain of rice, which makes it really tempting to eat. So I'm using my little handy Ninja right now. We've got mango powder, which goes in. We have nutmeg, and last I have my ginger powder. Be careful while taking a whiff because it's going to go straight up your nose. I usually end up making my own ghee. You can even use butter if you like. I'm sure a lot of you who cook know this, that fat is a medium for the spices to stand out.
In traditional Indian cooking before blenders, do people just grind this by hand?
Yeah, on stone pestles. That's why a lot of our cooking is actually pretty rustic and, has a lot of body and texture. My puree is ready. We have got my onion paste ready. It's important to throw in stuff at the right time. That's what actually adds the beautiful layers to Indian food. I realized that my tomatoes weren't pulsed through and through like this complete sauce puree. It's slightly on the rough texture. Looking at this now, I feel like this is so perfect. It looks like I've stone ground it. Alright, we're gonna wait on this for the fat to rise again. That's the mark to know that the vegetable has been cooked through.
Is anyone ready for a Rajma spotlight? Joni, I see you stirring Rajma like a champion. Ooh, Emily, look at that.
That looks good. That's a beautiful simmer.
I'm just gonna put a little spotlight on this ginger garlic that we have sizzling here.
I'm gonna amp it up with a little turmeric and red chili powder. In most Indian restaurant spaces out here, they add it on the top. There's nothing wrong in doing that, but I don't think that's the right way. If you were to add it before, when it's cooking the way it should be, you will get the heat at the back of your mouth, in your throat, which is the right way of adding the beauty of spice into your curries. So always keep that in mind. Never ever add spice from the top. And by now, you should be really hungry. All right, it's time to add your Rajma.
We're gonna throw the spotlight over here.
This is the consistency I like.
Anjali, how did your black bean Rajma turn out? Can you show us?
I think it turned out strange. I'm a little worried about it.
What's wrong? It looks great.
Add a little bit more water to that right now. I know I've not told any of you to do a taste test yet, but I think this would be around the time you could test it.
We've done about 4 taste tests over here.
I'm so much more cognizant now of the flavor in the back of the throat versus like on the tongue.
Yeah, I think that's what Indian food is all about, layers and textures.
Let's see some finished products with a big reveal. And voila!
Wow.
Ooh.
Look at those.
Yum. See?
More brown than red, but it tastes delicious. It's so good.
You know, if you use red onions, it tends to get a little darker. So you're good.
Yeah, we used a big red onion. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you guys. I'm really, really excited to have been a part of this. I hope I can, kind of get together and do more cooking with you guys.
Thank you. This was so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.